But Neil Woolridge took part in last year's event but had mechanical problems early on and was out after the second stage. Now this year, with co-driver Kenny Skoldhammer, things are going much better.
Okay, Neil, how's it been going for you?
It's been great so far. We're having a fantastic time. The car's been going very well. We've had no hassles. We haven't been out of the car for 5 days, with the exception of today. We had our first digging experience. We battled a bit in the sand because in South Africa we don't have any kind of sand like this. Our conditions aren't anything like this. But it's a bit of experience. We learned a hell of a lot today, not to try and go too fast and attack the dunes, rather just bide your time and drive the car properly. But we've had no hassles, we've had no punches, the car's purring along beautifully, and it's been a great race.
You seem to be measuring yourself, as you say. And what is the tactic? When are you going to put the foot down?
Well, our main objective is just to finish. You know, we said if we could finish on the podium in the first three in the T1 class, we'd be more than happy. So that's still our tactic, is first to finish. We didn't finish last year. We want to make sure we finish this year. But I think we'll start pushing when we get down near the rest day. I think that'll suit us. I think the terrain will suit us a lot better. It'll be more like South Africa. And we'll start pushing there. But we saw today, when we started today, the three of us, the first three T3s were a minute apart after 4 days. And we quickly saw today how to bugger things up, if you can put it that way. We got stuck in the sand, and I think we've lost well over an hour. So, we've got to watch the sand. That's where the biggest... It's no use going flat out in the fast stuff. The sand is where the problem is.
Well, also a problem with navigation, and with us is the co-driver of this outfit, Kenny Skoldhammer, I believe it is. How'd you get on today?
We did great. Just excuse the tooth. No, I think we did great. We didn't get lost at all. It was just in the dunes. We possibly got a bit close to a couple of guys when they bogged down. We were right up to Fife, and basically we had a little bit of bad form in running. We got caught behind a couple of guys who did get bogged, and the rest was fantastic. We were spot on with the GPS points. We were spot on with all of the navigation. That we were quite fortunate, in fact, in following quite a few of the guys. Well, there's 3 or 4 guys that we need to beat in our class, and Strugo got caught. He got caught by the traps, and he was in fact there for possibly an hour with us. So no, everything worked out great. Unfortunately, we did get stuck, but I think Luke's probably got away from us a little bit, but the race is only 5 days old.
And what's the backup service like here?
Unbelievable. Well, you can see what the guys are about now. They're quite impressed that we're not hurting the car. We haven't used anything on our car yet. We've still got the original tyres that we started with. Most of the guys have possibly blown 5 or 6 tyres. But the backup is incredible. I mean, the guys are looking after us. Sanoto do the right stuff. Mitsubishi are the team to be with, it looks like. We know that from South Africa and from past experiences. So hopefully we'll, well, we definitely will get to the finish. It's just a matter of whereabouts we'll be.
So Neil Woolridge and Kenny Skoldhammer having a great run in their Pajero, but the sandstorms have been playing havoc with them. And as of late, the news is that they are battling out there in the Sahara Desert. And this year's Dakar Rally has a strong South African contingent taking part. The rally started off on New Year's Day, and Neil Woolridge and Kenny Skoldhammer in their Pajero are having a great run out there in the desert.
Enjoying it. We're looking forward to Dakar, I must say, and coming home will be fantastic too, I must say.
You're sick of Kenny's voice.
He's been great in the car, we've got on well, his navigation's been good, we haven't been lost. When we came in the other morning at 4 o'clock in the morning on the liaison section, we were driving around in circles, but we found the route and we got in. A lot of people haven't got in. I think there's only 40 or so cars still going. So all credit to him, he's done a great job. We've worked together, and it's a team thing, you can't do it on your own. It's not only the driver, only the navigator.
There you go, Kenny. He thinks you're fabulous. What do you think of him?
Oh, I'm glad to hear that now. No, we've actually got on great. Everything's been perfect. We haven't had any... We've had one puncture since we spoke. It really wasn't anybody's fault. It was a stake in the road. But that was it was a minor infringement, and we've actually been having a fantastic time in the car. It's been great. We found somebody out there, Uncle Josh, who's been looking after us, and yeah, it's been working out well.
It's been going well for South Africa generally, hasn't it? Alfie and Vickers?
Yeah, I think the guys underestimate our off-road capabilities. The guys are reasonably good. Obviously, Alfie and Vickers have done fantastically. We've still got to prove ourselves. But, we have a good circuit in South Africa. The guys have mostly raced overseas as well. And it's a pity that the cost implications restrict more guys from coming out here, because really our guys would do very well. A lot of it is unknown. It's just really more of a marathon more than a race. You know, you've got to pace yourself, and I think both our bike experience has settled us both into this. You know, we've been able to pace ourselves and see where the other guys have been breaking, and reading it, taking every day at a time, and pacing ourselves. And yeah, we'll definitely get to the finish now that we're here. It was touch and go the other evening, I must tell you. It started out, it was just the four-wheel drive, and then the CV broke. We managed to put that, make a plan, because we didn't have a spare. So yeah, but we've also been very, very fortunate in that we've been taking it easy. We haven't broken the car. We've had a few problems, but the car's been great.
Well, they're both doing very well in the standard production car class. That is the T1 category, and it's good to see the South Africans flying our flag higher.
But it proves there's a lot different about the Dakar, and you can still have fun even if you're competing.